Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Also, we see some slight upside here today. We talked also about bullish potential here in this chart. Of course, it's all a little bit too early to really confirm that, but the most recent long trade or entry area was this one here between 11.30 and 12.10. So far, this support area has held, is holding, and based on that, and as long as the 11.30 level is really holding, but within that 11.30 level, really those recent swing lows, so at least here 11.70 and then very recently the 12.10 level, as long as those levels are holding, we can focus on higher. It's a bit like Bitcoin. If you've watched the Bitcoin video, we are in an upward sloping channel. We today have the PPI data. We currently already see some upside. The S&P 500 is at a decision point as well today. I posted that on the Telegram channel earlier today because this is sort of also at a key decision point here. It has 5 waves complete, just to show you the S&P 500, and PPI might lead to some short-term volatility and might give us a catalyst to tell us if this 5th wave is going to push higher or if we're going to come down in a wave 2 already, because this is already a 5-wave move. And based on that, maybe the crypto market will move a little bit alongside that as well. But bear in mind that crypto at the moment has started to decouple from the S&P 500 and the stock market anyway. So over recent weeks, we've observed that more and more. But also here, Ethereum, since the 9th of November low, we can count that as 5 waves with a truncated wave, which is not ideal, or a 3-wave structure as a leading diagonal if we want to count it bullish. Possible, not very reliable, but the chart looks much better than Bitcoin's because the retracement was not too deep. Bitcoin's retracement was a little bit deeper than ideal, and that would have completed here a 1-2 setup. The wave 3 would be next, yeah, and as long as we are holding, as I just explained, those recent lows, we can focus on that here, especially in a yellow count in 5 waves. So we might have seen here the wave 1 already, all the way up to 1291. That was yesterday. A wave 2 down, that is now forming a channel, and we could now be in the 3rd wave to the upside. But to get some evidence around that, we need to break above the 1291 level. So the 1290, 1291 level is really a key breakout point. It is the high of the wave E triangle here from the 12th of November, and this is the high of the wave 1 here in yellow. And if you break above that level, it will make it more likely, or quite likely, that the wave 3 is already unfolding. But normally what you would expect in a wave 3 is quite a bullish statement. Now we are not seeing that yet. We haven't seen that yet. But as long as we are in the channel, and as long as we're holding the 1210 level specifically, we can look at higher for wave 3 in yellow. Let's talk a little bit here about a price target for wave 3 in yellow as well. That would be, we take the length of wave 1, go down to 1210. Target would be around 1400 for wave 3 in yellow. Then there should be a wave 4 down and a wave 5 up. And then that would all be part of the red wave 3. So it's very similar to the Bitcoin count here. Of course, also here for Ethereum, we cannot rule out that a new low would be made. Target for the wave 3 in red would be round about 1595. So I had a few questions, why do I believe this level is holding? Well, I think it is not unlikely, at least it's holding. Of course, the development here on the 9th of November with FTX, it has sort of damaged this chart as well, but not to a degree that we would make the bearish scenario the primary expectation. In the bearish case, of course, we would lose the $1,000 level, and that would open the door to new lower lows below the June low. This can, of course, happen. At the moment, it is also not too unlikely. We're quite close, but as long as we're holding this support zone, we can focus on higher. And should we drop below $1,000, then all we have to do, either we have it on the ledger anyway, on the Trezor, we are investing long term, we're not too bothered about that, or we have our stop losses in place, and then we can set the trading range lower. So, that's all it is. The Elliott Waves allow us to identify low risk, high reward setups, and this here was one, or is one, where we could move in a larger wave 3, of which all of these yellow and red counts would be part. That could take us to around $3,000. So, it's quite low risk if you look at drop to $1,000. Setting a stop loss somewhere in that region, well, obviously below that level, somewhere, no financial advice. but a possible reward could take us to $3,000 and more. I mean, the long-term target for Ethereum is around 8 to 10,000. So, you know, I'm happy to risk, let's say, $200 or $270 for a possible, let's say, $8,000 gain. You know, that's sort of the level you need to think about it, depending on, obviously, you know, how long-term are you actually trading for, investing for. But this is where we are. Most recent entry was here, the wave 2 low. And we're now looking at, if we get 5 waves up, then there should be another drop down anyway. What is not entirely clear, if this is already the 5-wave structure that would complete here the wave 3, or if this is only going to be the first wave to complete that third wave. It's not entirely clear yet. PPI will be released in 15 minutes. I guess when you watch the video, it will already be released. Short-term volatility expected. Nothing really game-changing here, I guess. But we'll see, and I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.